Good morning, film friends. Welcome to Mailman Matt's Monday morning movie matinee madness. I'm your movie mailman, Mailman Matt, and the madness is under construction at the moment, but I didn't want to let that deprive you of another 2022 best of movie list.
Just one click will summon the radness, cure your sadness, fill your heart with gladness without any badness. It's Mailman Matt's Monday morning movie matinee madness.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this video is supposed to be online the second day of the new year, but after I started making it, I realized I had no idea how to shoot it, or light it, or edit it, or properly post it. So here, sometime in the second half of January, welcome to the Superb 7, the motion pictures that I found to be the creme de la creme of 2022. Let's start this list and our relationship with a confession. I am a Disney adult. Whoa, 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 don't back out of this video just yet. I don't base my entire persona around Disney. I have other personality traits. I can't think of anything right now, but yeah, give me a minute, I'll get back to you. Now, in previous years, my Superb 7 would be dotted with Disney, Pixar, Marvel, but last year, Disney just wasn't doing it for me. Wakanda Forever came close to making this list, but it couldn't quite live up to Black Panther. And as far as animation is concerned, I liked Lightyear and Strange World, but yeah, B grade. The one movie that truly gave me the feels was...
Let's get this thing started. Number 7.
Turning Red, Pixar's best offering since Coco. A movie that perfectly encapsulates the coming-of-age experience of a Chinese-Canadian red panda girl, I assume. Okay, so maybe I'm not the exact target audience for this one, but I had a lot of fun with it. Heartwarming and high energy, with a animation style reminiscent of Ghibli. And for town forever, baby.
No, Edgar. Something like this. Calligraphy. Anti-gilt frame. That sort of thing. Number 6.
Ah, horror. See? Something else about my personality. Total 180 from Disney. There are a lot of quality horror movies in 2022, a lot of contenders for this list, but the two at the top were from the same director, Ty West. He came in strong in March with the movie X. The tale of a film crew looking to make an adult movie without permission of the elderly couple that owns the farm where they set up their makeshift production. Unfortunately for the crew, the farmer's wife is far freakier than they can handle. Now, as good as X was, my number 6 is Ty West's second movie of the year, Pearl. A prequel to X that tells the heartbreaking origin story of that wife, a psychologically compromised individual stretched to the breaking point by her demanding mother, her at-war husband, and the nagging aspirations of finding fame as a chorus girl. This is the tale of her snap, and oh boy, does she snap. Pearl is played by Mia Goth, who deserves an armful of awards for her stunning performance. One of my favourite closing credits of all time. Disturbing stuff.
I don't know. Calligraphy. Number 5.
It's not just Disney and horror. I enjoy all the meats of our cultural stew. So how about a foreign film? Kinda. Now, even though I'm British, I needed subtitles for some of this highly Irish dialogue in this next title. And I can imagine there were plenty of other people in the same boat. But as far as I'm concerned, Martin McDonagh has done no wrong in his career. in Bruges, 7 Psychopaths, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, and now for my number 5, The Banshees of Inisherin. Now all of these directors' movies, grade A, immensely rewatchable, but this one may be his best. He extracted incredible performances out of both the leads, Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson, a dark, dark comedy about the extreme consequences of what happens when long-term friendship fails and one of the parties just won't accept that failure. Be sure to watch with finger foods.
That looks like Black Sharpie. Is that the best we can do? Oh well, number 4.
Now, the best animated movie of the year did not belong to Disney or DreamWorks. It belongs to the Mexican maestro of fantastical fantasy filmmaking, Guillermo del Toro, and his masterpiece, his labour of love, the stop motion movie. I grew up with Aardman Animation, watching Wallace and Gromit shorts, so I have a place in my heart for stop motion animation, and to see it taken to this level of beauty and whimsy brought me a lot of joy. It's not the traditional telling of Pinocchio, it's a different tale. I wasn't expecting an appearance from the fascist leader Mussolini, but that sort of energy kept it from being boring.
You try writing legibly with these hands. Number 3.
Now, I am fiercely loyal to the big 80s movies that shaped my childhood, but I am not a big fan of the original movie to this sequel that takes the number 3 spot. Sure, the original had some great flying scenes, but once the movie is out of the air, I found it far from entertaining. As a young lad, a montage of shirtless beach volleyball to Kenny Loggins playing with the boys did not do a lot for me. Fortunately, Top Gun Maverick did not suffer from the same issues. Even more breathtaking aerial action, which doesn't grind once it's grounded.
Yeah, you didn't even use a clean piece of paper. You just crossed out the previous numbers. Oh, I give up. Number 2.
Now at number 2, we have another number 2. Although unlike Top Gun, I love this sequel about as much as the first. In fact, I've thought about it ever since I watched it, and I still have no idea which movie I prefer. The Glass Onion is a sequel to 2019 Knives Out, and even though they're both twisty, mystery whodunits, they are quite different in their execution, very different beasts, each one with a distinct flavour. Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc? Mwah! I for one am glad that his time as Bond is at an end, so he can keep dusting off that strange southern drawl to play the greatest detective in the world. Now this, along with my number 1, are the 2 movies that entertain me for their entire run times, start to finish. Now, before I get to number 1, in case you're the straight-laced conformist type that really needs a top 10, here are 3 honourable mentions in no specific order. The Batman. It was the best superhero movie of the year. Robert Pattinson, the Batman, is not my Batman, but I appreciate the level of success they achieved in making a moody noir movie that leans into the detective side of Batman. But it was just too long. If they would have cut the runtime by about 20 minutes, it would have made the 7. The Predator franchise has suffered some seriously diminishing returns over the years, with Shane Black's The Predator being about the biggest theatrical disappointment of 2018. But Prey gave us the best entry in the franchise since Dutch and Dillon gave us the manliest handshake ever committed to film. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage, who has an imaginary friend version of Nicolas Cage, who is somehow even more Nicolas Cagey than Nicolas Cage, but he's still played by Nicolas Cage. And if that doesn't sound appealing to you, we can't be friends.
Writing's a dying art form, so let's just get this done. Number 1. Yeah.
Hot dog fingers. Hot dog fingers and Raccacoonie. Hot dog fingers, Raccacoonie, and a sentient rock that has googly eyes. I rest my case. I am a weird guy, and I like weird stuff. and Everything Everywhere All at Once won my heart early in the year. And even though I came close to enjoying myself in the cinema with the other titles on this list, seeing Short Round from Indiana Jones all grown up, laying a smackdown with a fanny pack, wasn't to be surpassed. A feast for the senses and truly original. I may not have caught every layer of storytelling or connected with every theme the movie offers, but that didn't matter. I got a lot out of what I did understand and will continue to extract more on the repeat viewings it demands. Number 1. So, that's my list. That's my number 1. And thanks for watching episode number 1. All being well, I'll be back soonish to air my grievances with the sucky 7 of 2022. Oh, and before I go, I want to give a special thanks to Edgar and Percy for the help with the numbers. So that just leaves the plea to like, comment, subscribe, all that noise. You've been on YouTube before, you know the drill. And until the next special delivery, cheerio, chums.